All right, folks. So I'm here with the other part of the punk rock supergroup, Ultrabomb. We've got uh, Finny here, Finny McConnell from the Mahones, and now of Ultrabomb. And
Yep.
so this is Erik from Punk Globe, and thank you for being here today. I'm really excited. I'm sorry we didn't get you with the other guys, but it's kind of cool
Hey,
because I feel like a mom and dad type of thing where I got their side of the story. Now I get your side of the story.
I don't know what they said, which is a good part. So it's like like I'm under interrogation. It's fantastic. See if I get it right.
So now you formed Ultrabomb and in Berlin. Is that correct? Is that
Well, no, here's what happened. I'm the guy who came up with the idea and form. I'm the founder of it. The idea was I saw that Greg had left Porcupine, and I always thought that Porcupine was too soft for Greg. Nice band, but too artsy fartsy for me. Greg. Greg Norton's fucking Greg Norton, the guy, right? So I fucking grabbed the phone right away and I called Greg. I said, listen, Greg, I want to perform a power trio because I'm a power trio kind of guitar player. I don't play with second guitar players. I like to play alone. I'm a Leo Dragon. I play like I'm on fire, right? So I said, why don't you form a band with me? I'm the best guitar player around. Nice and cocky. Leo, I am. I'm a Leo Dragon. I'm always cocky.
a Leo
And
Dragon? Wow, that's like
Leo
double.
Dragon, yeah, so I'm double cocky,
All
right?
right, all right.
Very super confident. So I told him, check me out on YouTube. I played guitar on the final tour for the UK subs. They called me up to play guitar on their final Canadian tour. So check me out there, and you'll see how fucking good I am. And I'm playing with Jamie Oliver on the drums, and he's the drummer I want. He's one of the best drummers in punk rock, and he lives in England. So I want to form like this international supergroup. So he checked out the videos, told me back right away that day. He goes, okay, I'm in. It's like I knew he would be as soon as he saw us play. And so I called up Jamie in England and I said, "Hey, Jamie, let's play band with fucking Greg from Husker Du, my favorite fucking band on the planet." And he goes, "Okay, I'm in." I don't know if Jamie knew Husker Du that well, but Husker Du is my favorite punk band. I know them inside out, right? So basically, I just formed this dream group with what I thought were two of the best musicians in the world. And the original concept was just to do some covers. We do a few Husker Du, a few Mahones, and a few UK sub songs, and go play a couple festivals and just have fun, right? And then I was in Germany. I was dating this beautiful woman over there named Nicole for a few years, and we got separated because of horrible COVID. But anyways, I was over there, and I have these friends who have a studio in Berlin, and they wanted me to come and record there. So I went and recorded one song for the Black 47 tribute album. Fucking loved the studio. It was fucking awesome. So I called up Jamie and Greg. I said, "Hey guys, I'm in this fucking studio. I can get it for the weekend for 4 days for a really good rate. Why don't we come together and hit the studio and just see what happens? Like that. No songs written, nothing like that. And so Greg had like 20 lyrics already written. I have like 20 guitar songs already written. I write guitar riffs. That's my thing. I'm a guitar player way before I'm a lyricist or a singer. Like I love guitar. Pete Townshend's my hero.
Oh,
So
he's
Live at Leeds is the best guitar album of all time. That's how I learned to play that fucking thing. So nobody can play as much like me, dude. But anyways, so moving along. We show up at the studio. Uh, we write 4 songs the first day, 6 songs the second day, and we record them on the spot. And third day we overdub the bass and the bass and the guitar. And fourth day overdub the vocals, and we did the first album. Done. Boom. Fucking masterpiece. I knew it was when I heard it too. I was like, this is fucking a masterpiece. And then second album in London, same fucking thing. 4 days. Cause that's all the money we had. We had no fucking money. We're punks. We're broke. So we went to studio for 4 days again. Did the same thing. I showed up all the guitar riffs, music. Greg showed up with all the lyrics. Bam, 4 days. So that one we did. It was 6 songs the first day, and 8 songs the second day. We had too many for the second album. Greg wanted to put them all on the album, and I fought Greg on that one. I said, "No, man, 12 is the most. We're not going to get paid anyways. Spotify takes all our money, so let's not give away 2 pizzas. Let's give away 1 pizza. You know what I mean? We can save those great tracks for album 3. And so I talked him down. Greg, he made Zen Arcade. He wants to put out a fucking 80-song album, right?
yeah,
Let's
superstar.
do a triple fitty. Like, that's Zen Arcade. Husker Du did 2 doubles, right?
Yeah,
Fuck. So
yeah.
Greg always says if you gave us 8 days in the studio, you would get a double album. That's what he always says. Just only give us 4. If you give it 8 days, you get a double.
I mean,
And
listening
me
to the
and me and, me and Greg write really fast.
well, that's
We
I
write at
can't
this
believe how
light
fast.
speed. So we're a bit of a Lennon McCartney kind of punk thing happening here. We don't even write in the same room. I just do my end and he does his end. We meet in the studio and boom, they come together like that on the spot. And I don't think we wrote one bad song. I think we maybe threw away one song out of all of the songs we recorded. Like it's everything was sticking to the wall. So there's a magic there between Greg and I and songwriting, and I understand that there is. So I keep it going.
Yeah, I think it's great.
I
I'm
thought we could have just won an album, have some fun, and call it a day. But then we did the second album, and the second album I made bigger than the first one. Because I knew, well, if I'm gonna do a second one, better make it bigger than the first one. Now I got to do. Now they want me to do a third one, so now I got to do the third one bigger than the second one. So the third one's gonna be stadium sized guitar punk. I'm gonna bring a 12-string electric in and all kinds of shit just to make it huge, and fuck everybody's head up. And we're gonna do a live album. I decided that we should do a live album with our new drummer Derek, because we got Derek O'Brien now from Social D, because Jamie had many troubles getting visas and stuff,
yeah.
being in England and stuff, and we were canceling tours left and right. So Derek took his place, and Derek lives in Los Angeles. So I hope he's okay down there. Hope you're okay, bro, down there. Hope you still have your house and all that shit.
Actually, was we
But anyways, and all you
talked
people
the other
down there,
day, and he
sending my
said he's
love
doing okay
to
where he
all of
is.
you down
So
there. I'm really, really, really tragic, sorry to
that's
hear.
horrible.
Anything I can do, let me know. I'll be there. I'd love to help somehow. Anyways, yeah, Derek's on the drums now. He's from Social Distortion, which is my other favorite punk band. I'm like, dude, what am I doing here? Like, I got the bass player from fucking Social Distortion, the drummer from Husker Du, my two favorite bands. I'm just like a kid in a candy store. So to me, this is just pleasure. I know the band's turning into a business and stuff, which I don't like at all. So I'm kind of staying out of that stuff. I just want to have fun and play music with my friends. I don't want to do big business. I want to have a good time and enjoy this fucking ride. You know, I'm only in it for the good times. If it ain't fun, I ain't doing it. So, and this band's a lot of fun. Creatively, I think Greg and I are fucking one of the best songwriting teams in punk rock. I think because don't forget, I'm different than everybody else. I like U2 and shit like that. Most punk guys don't. So you hear me playing all those siren guitars and shit, like S Stiff Little Fingers and stuff. I'm throwing all that Irish stuff in there, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, it sounds so good." You know, that's just me doing the Irish fucking SLF U2 fucking Tin Lizzy shit. I was
That,
raised on that stuff. I'm from Dublin. Of course I was. U2's a fucking great band. They got a lot of great fucking records. They got a lot of shit records too, but so does every other band out there. So, except for Ultrabomb, because we don't make shit records. That's the rule. The minute we make a shit record, I'm quitting the band. Fuck them. And
yeah,
I'm going to release it, so I won't do it. I promise you. I've never sold out and I never will. Mahones have 7 number one albums. I'm all about quality control. I
yeah.
don't phone it in, and I don't use filler. It's not all killer, no filler. I won't release it. I won't put one bad song on an album. That's my rule. Yeah. Because I have high standards. I'm classically trained, 6 years. I'm very high standards of music, very high standards.
Yeah, well, I'm really impressed with what you guys have put together. And if you didn't tell me you did it in 4 days, I would have imagined
Two
months of
times, two
preparation.
times in a row, 4 days.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. And that's
fantastic.
only, and people are like, why only 4 days? I said, because that's all the money they gave us for the studio.
But you know what?
We really had 4 days.
Just with your ideas and put together those songs is really phenomenal. They're
Yeah,
tight.
we did an idea sound clash, because I remember when we formed the band, I was always unhappy that Husker Du was fighting between Bob and Greg, and not Bob and Greg, Bob and Grant over who would get how many songs on the record. Shit, you could see it on every album. One song by Bob, next one's by Grant,
Right.
next one's by Bob, next one's by Grant. Apparently, that started off in there. That started way back around. Greg told me it started way back around. What's the EP called with Diane on it? That one.
Oh, Land Speed Record, is that?
Yeah, around then. That's when they got, oh, we're going to divide up the songwriting credits now, and and the war started really early on. Because
Yeah.
before that, Greg was writing great songs. The first debut album was Greg's song, fucking, you know, forget what that one's called, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So Greg wasn't writing enough, and I didn't like that. I always liked notice that about Husker Du, that I could tell that he was kind of just like Paul McCartney did the same thing in drawn to George Lennon. You kind of one guy gets the squeeze, he was the guy to squeeze. I asked him about it. He goes, "Well, they were just fighting it so much. I didn't want to be in the fight. So he stood back and got out of the crossfire, and I respect that, because at least the band stayed together for 7 years, or whatever it was. But you throw a third guy into the crossfire, it might not have lasted so long. So, anyways, they weren't a right songwriting team at all. So Greg and I decided we'll be a songwriting team, and because I write lyrics like Irish storyteller. My lyrics are beginning and middle and end. Every song is a little story, Irish style. Greg writes lyrics like a beat poet. Sometimes you don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. I love it, and it's all over the shop, So I said, okay, you're the lyricist. I love these,
Right.
and really good lyrics. I like his lyrics, really kind of Dylan, kind of beat poet, kind of 60s style, and that's what I fucking like, right? Because anybody can read into what they want, it's very clever, right? So, whereas mine, I just couldn't tell you a fucking story straight out. You can, you pretty much understand what I'm saying. So we agreed that I'd write the fucking music and he write the lyrics, and so that's why the process sped up very fast. He did write some music though. He wrote Doggo, the first opening track. I
Okay.
remember he wrote in the last minute. We're in the studio just about to record, and it's like the night before we're going. He just kept on playing that bass line over and over again. I could tell he was like last minute writing the song. So when we got to the studio, I was like, because I can remember the riff in my head that he was playing all night. I go, let's play that fucking song. And we played it. And I put in these like stadium size guitar chords. I used to capo and it sounded so fucking good. I was like, we're opening the album with this fucking song. I don't give a shit what anybody says. This is the opener. That is so huge. And we're singing about our dogs. We love dogs. Me and Greg have dogs, right? We're dog owners. So.
I'm a dog person too, so I
Yeah, so we need to do we need to do a punk rock song for dogs. And we did it. We don't give a shit what people think, and that's just how it came about. And it was literally written at 11:59, that song. And it's the opener on the album. I love those stories, That's the magic of music, you know, you know. Stickman, I wrote that riff when I was 20 years old, you know. And everybody's like, "Oh, it sounds so fucking retro." That's because it was. I wrote it when I was 20. But I have 100 tapes in my bedroom of riffs that I've never used because I was stuck in an Irish punk band for 35 years, so I could never use these rock riffs. And I have tons of them. I have fucking zillions I haven't used yet. So and don't forget I've been writing them since the 80s. So I have them from the 80s, from the 90s, from the noughts, from the teens. So Ultrabomb has tons of music kicking about that's
I'm
never been
excited. I
recorded.
can't wait to hear the next one with Derek because I really like Jamie as a drummer, but it's like it'll obviously be interesting to hear like how your sound morphs having a different drummer. So
Well, Jamie, the difference between this is Jamie's a great drummer, one of the best in punk rock, but he's into new metal and 90s stuff, which I hate. And the two songs he wrote, you can hear it on the songs. He wrote, I forget what they're called. There's two songs on the album, so he wrote one on each album, and they sound like 90s new metal. you know,
okay.
Not completely unlike what I write,
So
Stick
Derek's
it.
more your
But
wheelhouse.
very well, very good though.
Yeah.
So if you listen to his band, it sounds a lot like that. Derek is old school punk like me. So and he came from the good Social D before they went country. He came from the punk rock Social D. So that's my kind of shit. And my favorite part about that first album was "Mommy's Little Monster" was the drums being all over the place. And I went and asked, told Derek about that. I said, I really love the drums all over the place on that song. It sounds like the Clash. Really great drummer. And he goes, yeah, Mike didn't like it at all. And after that, I'd play straight beats. I'm like, the best part about that song was the drums. And then he told me that Mike didn't like it. He just wanted straight boring beats. And I think drums are fantastic on that song. So me and Derek are going to get along really well in the studio because I like the crazy drums. My favorite drummer is Keith Moon.
Oh,
I'm a
he's
who. So you know what I mean? So I'm the opposite of Mike Ness there. So you're gonna hear Derek off the leash, off the
very
fucking
cool.
leash is what I'll describe it. He can do whatever the fuck he wants, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna let Derek make the album in LA too, because he's a new guy. So I want him to get his stamp all over it. So what we'll do is we'll make a live album on at the end of this tour. So Derek gets to play the old songs, and put a stamp on them, and we'll be really tight. And everybody wants a live album, wants to hear us live because live we're like the Who. We sound even more exciting live than we do on the studio. It's really hard to get that magic in the studio from the power that we have because we're like a bomb going off. So very loud and very explosive. So for the live album, you'll hear it. There's some live bootlegs of us kicking around the internet. You can hear it, Put the headphones on, crank it up. You hear how loud we are. There's a lot of feedback and shit. We're
Nice.
bringing back the old stuff. I'm bringing back the old guitar feedback from the 70s and 80s because it's dead now and nobody's playing it anymore. So I'm like, okay, I'm bringing it back then. I'll do it. Nobody else wants to do it. I'll fucking do it because I fucking love that shit. Like my favorite bands are The Who and Husker Du. So I'm sitting in the right place in Social D. So I'm in the right place. Right? I got the right
Yeah,
band, right place, and I'm gonna bring everybody fucking 10 great albums. Watch me. I'm gonna spend the next decade making 10 great albums with this band.
well, I'm looking forward to
Everybody
celebrate.
happy, and then there'll be a legacy of music from left behind for me and Greg when somebody comes and fucking shoots us.
Let's not hurry that along. I mean,
Well, just stay away from the States. That's all I have to do.
you're up in Toronto, right?
Yeah, I'm safe here. I live in the beach, man. I got out of downtown. A few of my friends got shot here though, but nobody shot me, so I got out of the down. I'm not. I'm in the beach. I'm hiding in the beach, but you can't find me.
All right. I've only been to Montreal.
Nobody knows where I live.
I've always loved every trip I've ever done up to Canada has been just
Yeah,
amazing.
we're great up here. We're like Americans, but nice. You know.
Way
So
nicer.
yeah, we're really fucking nice up here. We don't shoot each other. We don't have carry guns around. We don't give a
We,
shit for that stuff.
years ago,
We punch you in the head like old school. If you want to fuck around, try me, pal. But we're not going to go to our car and get a gun and shoot you. It won't happen here. You're good. You're good.
yeah, we've
That
gone
shit.
a little bit too
We don't
far over
believe this
that
stuff.
here.
Yeah, Canada's a cool place. Very
Yeah.
multicultural. Very very cool. There's a rising of the right wing right now. That's only because of Trump, though. You know,
Yeah.
that'll die down. They always does. They're not intelligent enough to stay in power ever. So they rise up and then they collapse. As always. So they're rising now, then they'll collapse. You know, and then we'll get back to like a normal thing. I just wish you guys would get like 5 parties down there instead of just the two, so you could actually do some politics.
I think I think we all would like that here.
Your guys' system doesn't work. It's broken, right? It's only two
Oh,
parties. They hate each
I
other.
have to
So
vote for
that's
Coke
why.
or Pepsi.
Yeah, we have 5, 6 parties up here, so
Yeah.
it works, right? Down there you have two, and they each hate each other, so nothing works. You're in stalemate forever.
Yeah.
It's broken. It's a broken system. Sad to see, and you guys don't get health care, which makes us very sad as Canadians to see that.
Oh, we get health care. We
All
just
even like everybody gets it. England,
yeah.
Germany, Ireland, we all get it everywhere, and except for you guys. We're like, you guys get the most money, and they don't take care of you. That's so sad. It's great. Even left, right, I don't care what you are. We're sad for all of you guys up here for that. That's not nice. They should really take. They have more money down in your country than anywhere in the fucking planet. You know.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on
So,
that.
there's no reason they can't take care of you. Look at all the hoarding that's going on with fucking those billionaires in your country. They're like the Russian billionaires now. It's out of control down there. They got all your money.
Yeah.
They took all your money.
No, it's
We're
nuts.
up here shaking our heads, going, "They have all their money." And these people are actually voting for these guys who stole all their money. They don't see that. It's so sad.
It
But anyway,
it
I
feels
wish you
like
all the
a
best. I
sitcom.
love America. I love the fucking place.
Yeah.
I love New York. I love Chicago. I love Boston. I love Atlanta. I love California, Seattle, all kinds of nice places down there. I love Minneapolis. I'm starting to call it. My friends are calling Minneapolis Finneapolis now
Nice.
because Ultrabomb plays there so much, and we've never played in Toronto.
So
I always
where
want to play in Finneapolis.
yeah, well, tell me about the tours coming up. What have you got planned? 'Cause I'm up in San Francisco.
We're gonna go do
I want to see
six,
you up
7
here.
shows in the Midwest again. We're
Okay.
just doing this for Greg because Greg wants to play a big festival in his hometown.
Okay.
I get it. So
Great.
we're doing, so he can play. We're coming to his hometown
All right.
and we're playing a festival. We're headlining a festival in his hometown. That's the real reason I'm going down there is because Greg wants to play there, and I understand that because it's his hometown, right? I want to play in my hometown, so I get that. And then so we're gonna do a couple shows while we're down there. We're gonna play in Minneapolis, which I call Finneapolis now. Spread that around, will you?
I will. I will. I'll try and see if I can
No,
get that
I
one.
love that town. I love the. I came home from England because of that town because I was a Husker Du and Replacements fan. And I was living in England. It's like I got to go back to America. This is crazy. I'm no longer listening to the Clash and those guys. Now I'm listening to Husker Du and Replacements. That's why I came home because I switched bands. That's because I discovered the Replacements and Husker Du in England. Saw them both live there too. Yeah, that was a really great time. But anyways, I forgot what I
So,
was talking about.
any East or West Coast plans coming up that you?
Yeah, we're gonna come. Yeah,
All right. Well, we're waiting for you.
we'll come in the fall.
All
We'll
right.
come to
Cool.
you guys in the fall when it's not too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do the East Coast too. We'll do it. We'll do it all. We'll do it all. But we're gonna break it up into small little tours.
Yeah.
I collapsed after a show last week on stage and ended up not spending the night in the hospital. So I don't want to. I got to be. I got to treat myself carefully and not tour too long and stuff. I was just not well. I had a family tragedy and I wasn't eating for a month. And
Wow.
yeah, what's the word? I lost 20 pounds and I just passed out. Living on coffee for a month and when you're not feeling well is not a good idea. I found that the hard way. I'm okay now.
You look like you're doing well now and
Yeah, I've been home for 2 weeks healing, so I'm okay.
good.
But yeah, so I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to rock. But I don't want to do long tours. I don't want to do 30 shows anymore. I want to do 10
Yeah.
shows.
Well, now you've also got on top of this, you've got the 30-year anniversary tour coming up with the Mahones. Tell me
Of
about
my
that.
first album. Yeah.
Yeah, that's super cool.
35th anniversary of Mahones. We're the longest running Irish punk band in history.
Wow.
In history. No one will ever catch me now. They can't catch me. Now I'm going for the new record, which is the Dubliners 50 years. So I'm going to go past 50 years and beat the Dubliners too, my other heroes. Suppose the Dubliners are my Irish heroes. Mahomes don't tour anymore because we toured for 30 years, but we still play festivals and shows. And I'll go out and do 10 shows with them too. But like I call it shows. I don't call them tours anymore because I don't want to tour. Which means when I do 10 shows, it means I take days off and go to your town. I go for dinner and walk around your town, take pictures. I don't want to be in a rush, you know? If I go to fucking Minneapolis, I want to spend a couple of days there and look around and go to the coffee shops and record stores. So that's what I do now. I just turned 60. I don't need that shit no more of racing around. Paid my fucking dues. So I'll go do. I'm doing the Shane. I'm doing a Shane McGowan tribute right now because Shane McGowan was my dear friend for many many years. I met him in '96, and we hung out up until 2003 when I last saw him. Then after that, shortly after he had his accident, I never saw him again. He was in the wheelchair. But we played many shows together in New York, Montreal, and Toronto. I was good friends with the Popes. I took the Popes on tour with the Mahones uh, after he stopped touring. So we go way back. And so basically, when he died, it was really tragic for me because I lost my hero. It's kind of like it was like a Joe Strummer moment for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How or Johnny Cash moment. And we all lost somebody really important. So I decided on his birthday or death day, right around his birthday, death day, once a year, I'm going to do a tribute concert to him and sing his songs.
No,
Because I actually sing his songs very well, because I know how to do it and I sing them with passion and I understand his songs. I get what it is he's singing about. And so I can, it's like being, like Robert Daltrey said, singing Pete Townsend songs. I go into his songs like an actor in a movie and I feel the lyrics come through me and I can sing them with emotion properly. I actually go inside the song in my mind and transpose the music through me that way. You
never
know,
heard it described that way before, but I like that. It's very
well, that's what I do. Yeah. If I don't, I have to tell Greg's lyrics too. So
yeah.
I have to put in to come like an actor and come the role and absorb the information, and then it comes out of me as the person or the subject. You know, so that's what I do. So I do that with Shane's song. People just love it. I sing it really nicely. I sing it way better than fucking Spider Stacy does. Trust me, way better. Night and fucking day. Or Ken Casey. Holy shit! Fuck. Oh. So I sing with passion and commitment and love. And I only did 3, 4 shows, but everybody's just throwing at me left, right, and center. So I agreed to do 10 shows in Europe. So I got to be in Berlin in the month, and Hamburg. I'm going to Paris, and I'll do Amsterdam. I'm just going to play places I like. So you have to come see me. You got to travel to see me. I'm not traveling to see him. I traveled to see everybody for 30 years. Now I'll stop down in towns I like, and you can come see me. I'm getting old. I don't want to travel so much anymore. That's fair enough, right? I spent my whole life on the road, so I don't
You've
want
done
to
the
tour
work.
that much.
You've
I
done
just
the
want I don't I wanted to I call it cherry picking now.
yeah.
I want to just play the places I love. And I play little venues, intimate acoustic gigs, so people can come and sit down with me and talk in person while I'm playing and have shows. And then I do the big festivals of 20,000 people where you can't get near me. I like to do all aspects of it, right? And I love these little intimate acoustic things that I do with the Shane. So I'm doing that next, the Shane thing. And then I will go back in May and do it in Italy and Spain because they asked me to come too. But I said I didn't want to do 20 shows in a row. So I'm going to do 10 now. And then I'll do the Ultrabomb tour. I think we're doing 10 shows. Then March, I'll do, I think, 4 shows at the Mahones for St. Patrick's. I'm only going to do 4. I only want to do 4. And then after that, I'm going to go with Ultrabomb, I think, again, I think, yeah. Basically, the big idea is to retire to Mahones and get Ultrabomb going. Mahomes not fully retired, though, part-time. Mahomes will come out if you pay us and if we like you.
Good
Because we
for
don't, that's the simplest out. I've been getting ripped off for 40 fucking years. No one's gonna rip me off anymore. You pay me, I'll be there. Pay me fairly. If you don't, I have no interest. I'm about to sit home with a dog and pet my fucking dog and write songs. And now I'm writing songs for movies and TV shows this year. So that's what I'm doing now. Right now, I've been hired to write music for television and movies from big companies, and so I'm going to get into that stuff. Because I'm the best songwriter in Irish punk. I'm second best. Shane's better than me. I'm the second best. That's how confident I am. He's the best. He was my guru for sure. But Dave King and Ken Casey, they are not as good as me. Sorry, pals. Sorry, pals. And I never sold out ever.
All
I
right.
never will either. I don't give a flying fuck. I won't sell out. You
Well,
won't see me playing at boxing matches and shit like that.
yeah. Well, so what do you listen to that inspires you? I mean, you mentioned a few things. Is there anything like your
I
current
listen to guitar.
um,
Yeah, I listen to old guitar bands usually. So I like Sebado, Dinosaur Jr. a lot. Those two guys. I like in England. I like Swerve Driver a lot and Ride a lot. Kind of '90s early fucking shoegaze shit. That was great for me. My favorite bands are The Clash and The Who and The Pogues and Husker Du. Yeah, and The Cure. That's my top five. Yeah.
nice,
So
nice.
on the new album, I channeled The Cure on a couple songs like Isolation and Never Better. I was trying to go for that Cure big fucking dreamy spacey sound. That was me channeling The Cure there. It's like stepping outside the box. First album I kept it more like Husker Du kind of straightforward so we could absorb Greg's fans, you know, into the band and make them feel comfortable. And then the second album, I kind of went outside the box a little bit, let's go for a ride, took everybody on a bit of a ride. They all came with us, so that's good. But I won't fuck up the band. I won't make a fucking okay computer. I promise every album's going to be punk rock and kick ass.
Well, you've got the energy there. You've got some great people, and
Yeah, well, I got the best fucking rhythm section in the world, and like I said, that's the kind of ballsy guy I am. I just go and ask the hottest fucking guys in the business to play with me, and they do. You
yeah,
know, So, I got a lot of confidence, right? As you can tell, Leo Dragon, like told you, it's like so. And I believe if you don't believe you're the best, then you're not the best. So you got to believe you're the best to be the best. So I just tell everybody I'm the best since the day I started, and I get to number one all the time because I strive to be the best. I don't believe in competition. I believe in art, and I believe in having 5-star quality art. If you know what I'm saying by that.
oh yeah,
I don't want to beat you at number one or two or three or four because I was never got in this for competition. I even couldn't give a fuck about that shit. What I want to be is I want to give you the best art and people to appreciate what I've done and know that I've given them the best.
no, I
That's my
agree. I mean,
that's my reward for this stuff, right?
I create art for art's sake, and it's like
Yeah,
that's
everything I do is for art's sake, and that's why I had an old manager once try to get me to sell out. Oh, we'll do it like Great Big Sea used to cover these, big old hits from the '60s or '70s and make them Irish style and have a big hit, cover old number one hits. I said, I'm not fucking doing that shit, man. Fuck that. No way. I don't want to sell out, have a big hit covering somebody's old number one hit. Irish style. Fuck you. I'm gonna write my own fucking tunes, and when I'm fucking dead, people are gonna be singing my fucking tunes. People play my tunes all around the world. We have a tribute album from 2010 of 20 bands around the world covering Mahone songs. That was from fucking 15 years ago. You
well,
know,
that's fantastic.
yeah, people play my shit all the time. And that's what I like. That's my reward. When I hear other bands playing my songs, that's my reward. I don't give a fuck about the industry and
Well, that's the highest compliment right there. I
yeah,
mean,
exactly.
somebody covers your
And
song.
that's why the tribute album came about because so many bands were asking to record my songs. I had like fucking over 15 versions of them. And I said, well, fuck, I'm just going to put these onto a record then because there's too many. Some of them are better than my versions. Seriously. The one guy who did Shake Hands to the Devil was way better than mine. And the Spanish band, the girl band that did Take Me Back was way better than mine. I just loved it. Like, so some of these kids would actually perform the songs better than I fucking did. I was like, so that was the magic too. That was the highest honor for me is to hear somebody play my song better than I did.
That's
Damn, that's impressive. That
Kind
is
of the
fucking
top right there.
bad.
That's
So that's what I get out of it.
yeah.
But now because I just turned 60, if you're not paying me, I'm not coming in. I'm tired of losing money. I took a year off last year. I was losing money left, right, and center the year before because of the inflation. So like, I can't do it anymore. You know, can't do it. I'd rather just stay home. So I'll come if you pay me.
All right.
You got the best fucking show in the world. You call the right guy.
There you go.
The energy I have. I take this to the stage. Trust me, times fucking 100.
I can't wait to see it. I'm looking forward to it. And
Yeah, I take this times 100 to the stage. So it's like if you come to a gig for with the Ultrabomb or with the Mahones or with me or whatever, you're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be a party.
oh, I
We're
can
gonna
tell.
have a hell of a good time that night. That's I don't leave the place until I know everybody's had the best time of their life.
No.
I want to make sure that you come in, you're gonna spend your night with me. I'm gonna make sure you remember it for the rest of your fucking life. That's the way I look at it.
Nice.
Oh, why not, right? It's easy to do. It's easy to do. You just do it. Just focus on it and do it right and give everybody the best fucking show they've ever seen and they fucking love it. That's what I do. I give 200%, not 100. 200.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing it. And
So
um this
you
is
see, people have described it as like finding a unicorn in the woods, like that's how excited they get, you know, they see it live. I love that line. I'll never forget that one. That was from our very first gig. It's like discovering a unicorn in the woods. I thought, what a great line. I'd love to discover a unicorn in the woods, you
yeah.
know, because we are a unicorn in the woods. That's how fun
No,
we are.
it's I mean it's a phenomenal band and it's
And
very
we're like inclusive, LGBT friendly. Like we love all that stuff. I have a trans gay son. Like we're a safe place band. We're your family. You know, come in. I'm gonna take care of you. I write songs for everybody. I love everyone. Yeah, there's none of that macho shit in my fucking band. Me and Greg are really cool, and so is Derek. And Derek's Irish like me, Derek O'Brien. So I was pretty happy when I heard that name. Two Irish guys in the band now. Let's call him Greg O'Norton. I'll have to baptize him when I take him to Dublin. I'll baptize him in the Liffey River, okay, and make him Irish. And I'll pour a pint of Guinness on his fucking head. I'll take him to McDade's Irish pub where Brendan Brian used to work and drink, and I'll put some Guinness on his head and baptize him, make him a real Irishman.
It would be pretty cool to see
I'll
it.
do it. I'll do it. You watch. I'll do it.
All right.
We're,
Well, I think on the
we
third
haven't been to
album, let's
Dublin
see
yet.
Grego Norton then.
Grego, where's Grego? That'll be great. He's so fucking funny, that guy. Oh my god. He's the clown. He's the clown in the band, pretty much. He's really funny. I'm the troublemaker, and I think Derek's going to be the normal guy.
So that's a twist because normally you don't go like, oh, the drummer would be the responsible one. So
Well, the old drummer was the troublemaker.
oh
So now that we switched drummers, now it's me now. I got the role.
oh
I'd,
good.
I'd gladly take it. But you know what? I'm the nicest guy in the world, though. So if you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. If you're
Yeah.
not, I'm a dick.
Well,
I'm
I'm
literally I'm the nicest guy on the planet. I'm so nice. I don't lie and I don't steal. They're my two rules in life. Never lie, never steal. And if you do that, I'll never speak to you again. And if you call me one of those things, I'll never speak to you again. That's how serious I am about that. And I told my son about that, and he never stole from me once. He's 24 now. I stole a car. I used to steal a bit when I was young. I stole a car when I was 15. I got arrested, and I had an epiphany right there that I was going down the wrong street. So I swore on myself when I was 15 I would never ever steal or lie again, and I never did.
at
But I stole a Cadillac though. I took a Cadillac to get me to do that.
least you stole something classy.
Yeah, well, that's me, fucking Leo Dragon. Yeah, I can drive around the Pinto.
You're like, if I'm gonna steal a
I
car,
was dumb in 15.
yeah.
It was a stupid thing to do, and I paid my dues. I apologized to the family. I worked for the city. I paid my dues. I did all the right things. I did feel really guilty. I'm Irish Catholic, so I felt really guilty after. So I felt really bad.
I was
Myself in. I even turned myself in. That's how bad I felt. You know, the guilt got over. I was ridden with guilt from it, so I turned myself in and gave the car back. And when worked at the city pump museum as the janitor.
nice.
To pay my dues. But I was 15, so I didn't have to go to jail, so that was a good thing.
There we go.
It
Let,
was tough over.
let me ask you this before we go. Like with everything going on in the world right now, there's some weird stuff going on, but I just wonder what gives you hope? What keeps you going?
Well, here's what I did. My mental health was really bad a few years ago with the whole Trump, the first time round. And I remember fighting online with fans and losing about 30,000 Mahones fans online. So then I realized, you know what, I can't argue with people about this because I'm not having a decent conversation or intelligent conversation. So I'm going to withdraw myself from it now. So now what I've done is I got rid of all the news channels. I don't have any news. I didn't know about the LA fire till a day later. And
Oh,
it was horrifying when I found out, but I was like, fuck, somebody. It was Ginger. Ginger told me. Coyote. Yeah. So, oh, she told me to bring up Taylor Swift, by the way, Tay Tay. Yeah. We're supposed to talk about Tay Tay, the great Tay Tay. I love Tay Tay, by the way. I think she's fantastic, and I love all the charity work she does. I don't know her music, but it doesn't matter. I
amazing.
love Bon Jovi now because he just has 4 restaurants and feeds the homeless. I don't listen to his music, but I love him for doing that.
There you go.
And Candy Darling, we're supposed to talk about Candy Darling from New York City, Lou Reed's pal.
Okay.
I'm a fan of Candy's. So, but anyways, what were we just talking about a minute ago?
Oh, just what gives you hope?
Oh yeah. So I got rid of the news, and I feel better. I don't see the orange guy on TV every day. I don't hear his voice, my house. But I also don't know what's going on, unfortunately. But I can find out with a Google punch. And my mental health got great. And now I'm writing all this music and I'm writing really good, positive stuff, and I feel great. And I got rid of all the toxic people in my world, you know, last year. And I just isolated myself a little bit, maybe a bit too much. I don't really go out anymore. I'm a bit of a Brian Wilson, but I have a beautiful apartment on the beach in Toronto, and I live with my son and my dog, and I'm really happy in my own little family. So I'm kind of going underground a bit right now for my own mental health and safety, and I'm just staying out of the crossfire. And all I will talk about with people these days is unity and supporting the LGBTQ and the environment. You're not talking about those three, I won't fucking talk to you about it. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hear your politics. I don't give a flying fuck. So I know you're wrong probably nine out of 10 times. I don't want to hear about it. So I refuse to speak politics now or religion with anybody because it's no longer, you can no longer have a decent, safe conversation. So I just won't do it. But I'll talk about LGBTQ rights with you anytime. I'll talk about the environment with you anytime. And I'll talk about unity with you anytime. That's my rule. So I built a safe wall around myself, and that's I'm not going to budge from it. And my mental health is great now, and now I'm writing all these great songs again. I've already written all the stuff for the Ultrabomb 3 and 4. I'm ready to go. I got all the stuff. I'm going to record us in Toronto, my hometown, because we cancel every time we play here. We cancel it. So I told the guys in the band, said, I don't give a flying fuck what you do. I'm recording the Toronto show.
Nice.
Recording studio is right next to the venue we're playing at, so I can just get my engineer to come over and hook it up. Literally, my studio is right beside the fucking Horseshoe, the best band in town. So I'm going to record that show because I know it's going to be magic. I can feel it already.
I can't wait to hear it. And
Well, because everybody in Toronto's been dying to hear us for 3.5 years. I live here, and I've given them every excuse under the sun while we're not coming. So now we coming finally, and it wasn't because of me. I live here. I could come. I've been here the whole time. So it wasn't me holding this up. So we're gonna play here, and for me, for me that's the gig I'm looking forward to. Just like Greg looking forward to playing the festival in his hometown, I'm looking forward to playing the Toronto gig in my hometown. To the point where I'm going to record it myself. I'll even pay for the recording. I don't care. I just want to record the Toronto show. I just know it's going to be good.
I appreciate it.
It's special to me. It's my hometown, and we're going to be fucking really fucking tight and really hot by the time we get to Toronto.
Yeah.
So, who makes a live album in Canada? Nobody. So let's do it. My Mahones album is live in Italy, you know. So we played an arena in Italy, and I recorded us there. It was fucking great. So nobody makes a live album in Canada. This Ultrabomb make one
That's
because
about
they're
time.
Americans, right? So I think
About time.
because the two of them are American now, it should definitely be a Canadian album
Yes. Yes.
just to balance the shit out. Because we're gonna make the third studio album in LA at Derek's studio, so that'll be his baby. I'll let him run with that one because this is his first time recording with us. So I want Derek to do his thing and really enjoy the process and have fun with it. I had fun with the first two. Jamie mixed the first one. I mixed the second one. so Derek can mix the third one. I don't even like mixing, it's a pain in the ass, but it's very, very important. So I just told Derek, you can do it, but you better make fucking sure the guitars are loud, or I'm coming down there. Don't make me come down there. I don't want to go down there, the USA. Don't make me come there. Jump over that fucking wall. Holy crap. The USA is the hardest place to get into in the world these days. It's easier getting to Russian. Not fucking nuts.
Well, yeah, no,
It's
it's
crazy. You guys, it's just insane. Back in the old days, I used to walk across the border
yeah.
and go to Alexander Bay and have beers and party and come home that night. It was just so nice. We were all so friendly and neighborly now. Now it's just like you can't fucking search. Get in the car, fucking search. Question 1,000 questions. Like you're under arrest. Like it's just nonstop fucking. It's like walking into a horror zone, going into the customs there. Like not American customs. No, everybody
Oh,
hates American customs. Oh, it's so
curious
stressful.
for
So
him
stressful.
crossing a border was coming back to the States.
Yeah, it's
It's
stressful.
pretty
It's
brutal. Yeah.
it's stressful now, it's not stressful, and they're kind of angry, and it's just stressful going down there for me.
And unfortunately, we're where we're at right now, but everything changes. And
Yeah, I hope for the change for the better, because I told you in the old days we used to walk across the border. It was beautiful times. I remember we got good Alexandria Bay and we drink beers and come home for $1 a beer and come home after. It was just wonderful, and everybody high-fiving at the border with the guy, like it's such a nice vibe back in those days. That was really nice back in those days. I miss that time.
no, I hope we get back there, and I can't wait to see you in person. I'm really excited to hear you guys play, and
Yeah,
even
well, we're gonna fucking
my
come in and
favorite
melt
live
them into
album of
these
all
fucking
time to
faces.
live at
We're gonna hit the Midwest first because Greg wants to play around
yeah.
his neighborhood. I get it. I wish he chose not the winter to do it, but
I warned Derek for you, so I'm like, because
yeah, I was like,
I
dude,
like
it's fucking
gotta.
me. What the fuck we going to Minneapolis for in fucking February? Fuck me. We should be in Spain. Mahones go to Spain in February. It's fucking like summertime there. But anyways, Greg wanted to do this, but it was special to him because it's his festival in his hometown. Right? So I get that, right? I understand special gigs. Like the Horseshoe Toronto is special to me, right? So I'm sure Derek has a special gig somewhere that he wants to play, where we're going to play. We all have our little special moments. So yeah, so that'll be nice to play in Greg's hometown because you know it's kind of a hometown hero, right? So
Oh yeah,
they'll love that. Like we're talking not Minneapolis, we're talking Red Wing. We're going right into his fucking hometown.
that's gonna be cool.
Bringing the show right to his house. So this will be nice. That's why we're doing it, and this is why I know it'd be really fun for Greg, right? So really cool. It'd be like playing across the street from my fucking house. It'd be really cool, right? You know. So we're
Nice.
doing that. Yeah. The Horseshoe for me is my special gig, so I'm really excited about that one. That's why I'm going to record it. Yeah.
Well, hey, thanks so much for taking the time to meet with me today, and I can't wait to
Yeah.
hear more music from you guys and see you on tour when you come
Yeah.
through.
Well, we'll probably be writing songs about Taylor Swift and Candy Darling next time, because we're not, we're going to change the subject, and
Well, then if
we're
you write about
not
them,
going
you
to
got to give Ginger a song, okay?
we're not going to get all political. We're going to get more like I said, we'll sing about unity and LGBTQ and
Nice.
quality, environment, all important issues in the world, and we'll sing about them really nicely so you can enjoy them. There's not going to we'll leave all the anger and bitterness out, because nobody needs that shit right now.
Yeah,
What people need right now is some punk rock with some love, and that's my plan to make album three is going to have a lot of love in it, and it's going to make people feel good to listen to it.
nice.
That's my plan, because people need it right now. They don't need me going on about how I hate somebody. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you a lot of love next time. It can be punk rock love, unity, community, all that kind of stuff. Let's get, we can do this together. Let's do it together. And we'll do it. We'll do it with our music together, and we'll get back to the communities, get to your safe places where your friends are decent and whatever, and just stay there, buckle down for a while until we get the world to where we need to get it. But it all starts in community. So get in your community, get the music going, get the parties going, get the charity going, do whatever you have to do to get your community going, and you'll be happy. You'll be okay. That's how we're going to get through this shit. Community and love.
Nice.
And punk rock, of course. Because punk rock saved lives. Punk rock
It
saves
does.
lives.
It
You know that,
does.
right? Okay.
All right.
And Ultrabomb's going to save punk rock. Because
All
we're
right.
fucking good punk rock.
We'll hold you to it.
Fucking, we don't make pop punk. I hate that shit, and I blame California for that. You fuckers. There's no such thing as pop punk. Fuck California. I could kill you for that. It's all pop.
We'll
Part
let
of
you come here and fix it for us, okay?
there's no, it's just pop. I'm gonna come down just play pure punk.
Nice.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
it's really fucking good and make you smile.
Well, hey, thank you again, and I can't wait to run into you in person, Finny.
Okay, we'll give my love to Ginger. I'm a big fan of Ginger Coyote.
I
She's fucking
will.
legend, and I think nothing. I was very excited to do this when I was asked, and because she's awesome, and you guys are awesome, and thanks for covering the important stuff in music.
Thanks,
You
Finny.
know, without the underground, we have nothing, and all the good stuff's in the underground.
Yeah.
It's not in the mainstream, pal. You know, that's all shite, except for Tay Tay, of course. We all love Tay Tay.
All
Love you, Taylor. Love you guys.
right. See
R&B,
you
rock
later.
and roll.
All
See you soon.
right.
And
Bye-bye.
California, all my heart goes out to you. If there's any way I can help, just let me know. I don't know what I can do, but I can do things. Love you guys. I have no money, but I have talent. So
All
I
right.
can help
That's
any way
great.
I will. Okay. Love you guys. All
All
the
right.
best.
Thanks.
Bye. I'm a punk
Bye.
rocker. We're all broke. Yes.
All right. You take care.
We didn't
All
sell
right.
out. That's why we kept it real.